Okay, hello everyone. Okay, something crazy is going on here. Hold on, let me see. All right. Okay. Why do I see people in one chat but not in the other? Okay, it looks like, let me see here. Hold on, people. Okay. Why is there people in two different chats? What is going on? I'm trying to figure it all out. Hold on. I don't know. Anyway. Okay, let's get into it. Hello, Louise, Lenny, Silent D, Crystal, Judah, Kendla. All right. Okay, this thing's acting crazy. Let's get into it, people. I'm already late. You know I hate to waste you all's time. Hello, CH464. Okay. Now, I have prepared a PowerPoint, and I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so that you all can see it. Hello, Ayala. All right. Hello, Howard. Let's get into it because I have a tight schedule today, people. I'm doing like 5 videos. They're all coming out back to back. Now, I don't want to get off track, so let's go ahead and get into it. Let me share my screen so that you all can see what I'm looking at, this PowerPoint. All right. Hey, Beatzilla. Okay, here we go. All right, everyone. Can you all see that? Okay, good. Let's get into it. We're going to be talking about spiritual vitamins today, people. There are numerous spiritual vitamins that we all should be taking. And that's why I tell you all this channel is the channel for your spiritual vitamins, for your daily nourishment, right? Even though I don't get on here every day like I need to. I've got to get better at that. But this is going to be a lesson about your spiritual vitamins, at least some of them, and 5 of them that we need more so than the rest, that we need to be practicing and engaging in and using every day. So let's get into it. All right. All of life is energy. And by its very nature, its supply is renewable. Physical energy is obvious, such as in the natural processes within our bodies. These that occur when we breathe in new air to circulate our blood and beat our hearts, or when we eat food that provides nutrition to give us the strength to move and to get around, right? Now, spiritual energy. And as you notice, I spell energy, I-N-N-E-R-G, because inner, we're talking about your inner self, the energy within us. Okay, you can have positive energy within you, or you can choose to have negative energy within you. The choice is up to you, but just know that negative energy yields negative rewards and thus gives you a negative outcome. Positive energy does the opposite. Now, just like physical energy, we need ample spiritual energy to operate at our peak potential. Spiritual energy is powered by many components. You may think of them like vitamins. Much like each vitamin serves unique needs for our physical health, spiritual vitamins provide essential nutrients for us to thrive and grow. Now, as with physical vitamins, spiritual vitamins are always available and should be a part of our daily regimen. In this report, I'll share 5 spiritual vitamins that, when taken all together, will infuse your day with magic and meaning, just like I do when I tell you about your daily vitamins each day, when I give you your daily vitamins. Number 1, the first vitamin that we need is courage. That's our first spiritual vitamin, courage. Have courage. Now, it's already within you, all right? We're born with courage. Every child is an artist. The problem is staying an artist when you grow up. And that was a quote from Pablo Picasso, right? Now, we're born with courage so we can fully engage with life through our unique gifts and talents. Everything in life requires some part or some amount of courage, not just for the bold and dramatic. It takes courage every day to excel in our careers and enjoy healthy personal relationships. When we are in pain or facing a challenge, it can feel as if we are drained of courage. Just getting out of bed in the morning can be too much for some of us to bear. You know, especially if you have dealt with things, traumatic things, low vibrational things the day before, and you went to bed that night with all of these things weighing down on you, on your mind. You couldn't get a good night's sleep. And then you dreaded the thought of rising to go through the same thing again. Now, fear and worry are the ego's defense mechanisms that are designed to block us from completing courageous tasks. So break through tough actions into smaller, easily digestible ones that can be accomplished with less intense doses. Chances are, once you succeed, you will build up a higher tolerance for difficult situations. So your natural ability to demonstrate courage on your own will rise as well. You need to ask yourself, what would you do if you weren't afraid? So many times we have things in life that we want to do, but we don't do them because we are afraid. We're afraid that we'll fail. We're afraid that we'll look silly. We're afraid that other people will laugh at us. We're afraid that other people won't think we know what we're doing. We have all of these things that we, sometimes use or we think and worry about that are not going to get us anywhere. Often we have pessimistic friends who give us discouraging words rather than encouraging words. Remember, fear, there is nothing to fear but fear itself. Fear is also false evidence appearing real. Often the things that we fear have not even come to pass. There is something that simply may or may not happen. How can you be successful if you are living in fear? Okay, now I'm going to pause for a moment. So, okay, I was trying to see if anyone had any questions. Lenny says, so true. Thank you, beloved. Okay, so now let me continue. If anyone has any questions, feel free to put your questions in the chat. Okay, now the natural process that makes your heart beat is innate for your livelihood, and it occurs without you giving it any thoughts. That's why love is symbolized within the heart. You see, love occurs without us giving it any thoughts. When you have a newborn baby, when you give birth, or you have your first child, or you have any of your children, you automatically, instinctively love them. I mean, if you are a person who wanted your children, right? And if you are a loving and giving person. I'm not talking about nefarious people, but we're talking about just regular everyday people. You don't have to think about love or tell yourself, oh, I'm going to love. No, love is something that comes automatic. It's something that comes instinctually, right? You don't have to think about it. That's why love is symbolized in the heart. We need the power of love, whether conscious or we need the power of love, whether conscious of it or not. Just as cardio exercise helps the physical health of your heart, getting your daily love quotient improves your spiritual health. This is why you need to be around like-minded people, people who love you, adore you, people who have your best interest in mind, people who encourage, motivate, and inspire you, people who give you things that will help you in life to move ahead, people who help you evolve, not people who are destructive, counterproductive, not people who are low vibrational, pessimistic, always talking down, being condescending. You don't need those type of people. Okay? And with that all being said, those Black women who call into Kevin Samuels, and not to keep bringing him up, but I can't help it. He's just so negative. He's everything that a person shouldn't be when they're trying to counsel and give people advice. You should be motivating people. You should be inspiring, encouraging people. People who are downtrodden and who are having these issues, who feel, who have low self-esteem and who feel like, they're unattractive or feel like they are unable to maintain and keep a healthy relationship. You should be inspiring these people, giving them words of encouragement, not being condescending. He should be giving these people spiritual vitamins, but instead he's giving them spiritual poisoning. That's what he's doing, as far as I'm concerned. Now, love comes in many forms. but always involves unconditional giving. It may take the shape of offering someone support or encouragement. It can be as quick as giving or an unexpected hug or a compliment or being generous with your time, such as when you provide a listening ear. Sometimes the best expressions of love are when you create something with love, like a piece of art, a home-cooked meal. Forgiveness is an alternate form of love and can be just as giving, if not more effective. Here's the thing, people. You know how so many of our people give forgiveness to the devils that go out here and kill and try to exterminate Black people? And then you hear Black people saying, oh, I forgive them. Let me tell you something. There's nothing wrong with forgiving people. But at the end of the day, you don't forgive the people that are continuing to do the things that they've always done. You don't forgive someone who is not going to change their behavior, who's not regretful, sorry, remorseful for their behavior. You don't forgive people like that. If someone is genuinely sorry, if they made a mistake, if they did a wrong and they can admit it, and they actually have sorrow in their heart, and they can express that to you and show it to you, and they beg and ask for your forgiveness, that's one thing. But when you have nefarious people who do all manner of evil and wicked, nefarious deeds and depraved acts upon you, and these people don't even ask for your forgiveness because clearly they don't care about your thoughts. They don't care about your emotions. They don't care about your suffering, your pain, and your angst and any of those things. And they're not even asking for your forgiveness, but you give it to them anyway, freely, without any consequence for their actions. That's insanity, people. That's what that is. It's absolute insanity. Joy. Now, the third vitamin is joy. Right? So that all being said, spreading joy makes your happiness more realistic. You see, true happiness comes from the joy of deeds well done, the zest of creating things anew. And that is a quote from Antoine de Saint-Exupéry. Here's the thing. You know they say misery loves company. Those people who come to you and trying to tell you things to make you feel bad about yourself, those people have no joy. You see, pay attention. I've told you this before. Happy people don't go around hating on other people. The only people who go around hating on other people are the people who are unhappy with themselves and their lives. If you are a happy person and you are content with yourself, you don't have time to be hating on someone else. Thomas says, why am I being blocked? What do you mean, beloved? How are you being blocked? Put it in the chat so I know what's going on. If you are happy with yourself, you're not going to be hating on anyone else. You'll congratulate other people. Queen, this sounds like the fruitage of the Spirit. Thank you, beloved. I've been refreshing for 20 minutes. Are you serious, Thomas? I don't know what that's all about, beloved. But with that all being said, enjoyment, right? Enjoyment, the word enjoyment. It means you are living, moving, and fully experiencing joy right now in the present moments. Enjoyment. Now, who doesn't want more of this tasty spiritual goodness? This divine vitamin. You can share your enjoyment with other people. When you are happy and thriving, you want other people around you to be happy. You want other people to feel motivated, inspired, and encouraged just as you do. You will give people, words of encouragement. You will give them things that'll help them along the way. But when you are a person who is just wicked and gets so depressed and you're always, being pessimistic and looking down at the negative things in life and rather than looking up at the positive things, when you are stuck in your circumstance and complacent with it and you don't try to evolve and better yourself, you don't want to see other people evolve and better themselves. This is what many people do. And those people are energy vampires that I tell you about so often. They will drain you of your energy, of your life source. And many times they befriend you just so they can suck out your energy for themselves. You need to avoid these type of people. You have to feed them from a long-handled spoon because they mean you nor themselves any good. Abundance is the fourth vitamin. Share abundance. Your wealth is your creation. Now, anything can happen and be assured there will be an abundance. A quote from Joel S. Goldsmith. Now, true abundance is not a measurement of your bank balance or how much things that you own. It is a continuous energetic flow of the unlimited potential that exists by virtue of living in an ever-expanding universe. Okay? Abundance doesn't mean you have to be rich. You have to be wearing the latest name brands, driving a fancy car, living in a big house. You can be spiritually rich when you are a person who is happy with the way your life is going. When you know that you are doing the best that you can do, when you are being the best higher self that you can be, when you are standing in your God-like self, when you have raised your vibrational frequency and absorbed your Kundalini energy, and when you have in fact opened your third eye and you are using all the spiritual gifts that the Most High has granted you to have, you are living in abundance. When your life impacts others in a positive, meaningful way, when you can give love to people unconditionally, without stipulations, without ultimatums, when you can forgive people who love you, people that, you know, I find it interesting that some people, they'll go to work and their boss can say something to tick them off. A coworker can say something to upset them or do something, and they'll forgive that person because they have to work with that person on a daily basis. At least they'll pretend to forgive them, and they'll talk nice to that person, but they go home and talk so mean and wicked to the people that you say you love, to the people that you know love you. Those are the people that are worthy of your forgiveness. A stranger out here in the street who's doing nefarious things and who is not going to change and who doesn't have any type of remorse, that's not who you owe forgiveness to. You owe forgiveness to the people who love you, the people who have had your back, because sometimes they mess up. We all mess up. No one is perfect. And sometimes we all do and say things that we don't mean. The people who love and care about you are the ones worthy of your forgiveness before you dare to give it to anyone else, especially the people that are trying to get rid of us. Creation is eternal. You exist in creation simply by being born with a unique purpose for being. You participate in creation when you share of yourself, your gifts, and your talents. So don't hold anything back. Live with high intent and resolve. The universe will return the favor with greater abundance than you can ever conceive. So when you are out here doing good works and being a kind person and a listening ear to those who are troubled, trying to counsel people who come to you for advice, speaking to them in kind words, with kind words, not condescending, not telling them all the negative criticisms about themselves. And when you do have to tell them about these things, tell them in a loving way, out of love, and tell them how they can evolve and change and grow and use these things as a learning mechanism. But don't say things to make people feel worse than they already were. Try to uplift, motivate people, and the same will come to you. That's very true, Queen. Shabazz to you. Thank you, beloved. Thank you for your kind words and your contribution. Peace, love, and blessings to you. Ashe. So with that all being said, always try to do the best that you can to make other people feel, you know, enlightened by your presence, to make people feel blessed by your presence. Be a blessing to people, not a hindrance. Be someone that people enjoy or they love or they look forward to seeing you come and enter the room, because they know they're going to get something like knowledge, because they know they're going to feel something like the spirit, because they know that they're going to gain something positive. Don't be that person who walks in the room and everybody's looking all sideways and like, oh man, I wish they hadn't shown up, because you are someone who's always bringing and thriving and dwelling in the negative. Don't be that person. Okay? Kendall says, where's our brother Dan? He's missing it. I know, beloved. I'll have to send it to him later. He's probably working. Now, gratitude is the 5th vitamin that you need to take on a daily. Be thankful for everything and all that you have, wherever you are, no matter how much or little it is. Now, if you woke up this morning in your right frame of mind with a positive outlook on life, knowing that you're in control of your life and have the ability to change the things that hinder your growth, if you understand and know that no weapon formed against you shall prosper, then give thanks and praises to the Most High and to the ancestors who guide us on a daily. Be ever grateful for all that you have, no matter how much or how little. An attitude of gratitude will always yield abundance in the end. while the ungrateful will find themselves in a continuous existence of need. So, you know, someone told me years ago, I remember that my car had broken down and it was going to cost me like $1,300 to get it fixed. And I remember I was mad and I was just ranting and raving. I was saying, oh, I got to spend all this money to get my car fixed. And so a friend of mine at work said, do you have the money? And I said, yes, I have the money. And then he said to me, then don't complain. Why are you upset that you have to spend the money on your car when you actually have the money? What if you didn't have the money and you needed to fix your car? That's when you should be upset. Do you know how many people need to get something fixed and they don't have the money? And so that's how I look at things now. When an unexpected bill comes in the mail, if I have the money, I'm not going to complain. Worry about things when you don't have them, not when you do. Worry about money for bills when you don't have the money for the bills, but not when you do. But also at the same time, don't worry too long. Don't fret too much, because at the end of the day, positive thinking and looking on the bright side of things and knowing that every dark cloud has a silver lining can get you through. And you can always find a way if you just take the time out to strategize and think. Because remember, there's more than one way of skinning the cats. Now, with that all being said, I'm going to play this brief video for you all. I'm not going to play the video. I'm just going to play the audio. And then I'm going to move on because I have another video to start. Going to be talking about Charlemagne the Devil. Here we go.
There was a young man who, he wanted to make a lot of money, and so he went to this guru, right? He told the guru, I want to be on the same level you are. And so the guru said, if you want to be on the same level I'm on, I'll meet you tomorrow at the beach.
Hold on, people, I'm fast forwarding. Everyone, please get the lights up. Lights up.
3 days had gone by. She forgot she didn't eat. Because she was engaged. I never forget when 50 Cent was doing the movie. I did a little research on 50. And 50 said that when he wasn't doing the movie, he was doing the soundtrack. And they said, when do you sleep, 50? Sleep. He said, sleep. Sleep is for those people who are broke. I don't sleep. So I got an opportunity to make a dream become a reality. Don't try to quit. You already in pain. You already hurt. Get a reward from it. Don't go to sleep until you succeed. Listen to me. I'm here to tell you today, you can come here, you can jump up, you can do flip, you can be excited when we give away money. But listen to me, you will never be successful until I don't have to give you a dime to do it. You won't be successful until you say, I don't need that money. Because I'm not in here.
Okay, now I would advise you all to go and see that. I don't want to show the video because I don't want a copyright strike. But clearly that was a video that you probably should have watched, okay? Because he was showing more than he was saying. But it's called How Bad Do You Want It? Basically, he was saying in a nutshell that you have to want success as much as you want to breathe. Okay? As much as you want to breathe, as much as you need to take and draw that next breath, that's how bad you have to want success in order for you to truly be successful and to be able to live a positive life, the life that you are meant to live. Now, with that all being said, I hope you all enjoyed the broadcast. I'm going to go ahead and conclude this because, like I said, I have another video coming right up. I'm going to be right black on Authentic Black Goddess TV as well as the QueenAShakur TV show. We're going to be talking about Charlemagne the God again because guess what? I happen to find some information that I didn't know. Do you guys know that he actually admitted to raping that girl? I'm sorry, he didn't literally say the words, I raped her, But how do you say I raped her without saying I raped her? Let's watch the video because I have the receipts. So with that all being said, I hope to see you all right black in the chat. Thank you, Silent D Beloved. Thank you, Vince. Thank you all for tuning black in. So I will see you all in the next chat. All right. Until next time, Rose, I will talk to you all again soon. Peace.